Hey guys, Steve Welch here, Beeman Toyota in Nashville, coming at you with the new 2021 Venza hybrid. Now they are all hybrids. There is not a non-hybrid in the bunch, so definitely a great addition to the hybrid family when it comes to Toyota. If you're talking about size, a lot of people are asking about where it falls in the Toyota lineup. It's actually falling somewhere just in between your RAV4 and your Highlander in size. In case you're wondering, you can see this is a RAV4. Now, it looks like the RAV4 is a little bit taller. I haven't actually done the research to find that out, but it just kind of, to me, it looks like the RAV4 might be a little bit taller, but it's this is definitely a little bit longer. So you have a different key on your Venza. This is the LE, by the way. You have a different key on the Venza. Also, I'm doing this as part of my Toyota trim level series. Now, I am going to tell you a little bit here. This is the very first Toyota Venza that we've gotten in stock here. So this is the base trim level, the LE trim level. It's the, like I said, the very first one that's landed. Do I know everything about this car? I'm going to tell you, be God's honest truth, the answer is no. I don't know everything about it, but I know enough about it to be very, very dangerous. All LED lights on it. You're going to have no hubcaps on any of them. They're all going to have the wheels on them. This is black, obviously, you know, if you're asking about the colors. So, and I'll go over a lot more when I get to some of the other trim level videos as they come in and I get more. But dual exhaust. This right here is your activity mount. So it looks like a hitch. It's pretty much is a hitch. It just allows to put bike racks, things like that back there. So that's the activity mount. That's an option. That's not on, not standard on them, but that's an option. So just a $313 option on it. So now let's take a look here. You're going to notice that they've done with the mirrors the same thing they did on the RAV4 and the Highlander. They've dropped them down to make sure that you have increased visibility. Definitely a great thing to do. So it worked really well on the Camrys, worked really well on the Highlanders, worked really well on everything to make sure you have the most visibility possible. So looking inside, you can see right here you have automatic mirrors. So what it'll do is if you have that set to automatic and you come out here and you lock your door, you'll be able to see that your mirrors on both sides will fold in. That's a standard feature. You hit your unlock button or you grab your door and those mirrors will fold out. Power seat is standard. Now you're gonna get your cloth seat when you're on your LE version, but that's pretty much to be expected when you're on your LE. You have your, this is your soft touch material. It's a really, really nice feeling material. So soft touch material on the inside here. Now here's something that I noticed that is really, really interesting. This is a Lexus item. This is on Land Cruisers. This is for adjusting your steering wheel, moving in, move it out, and push button start, of course, which is a hybrid thing. But you can see the steering wheel is moving. So if you can move it up, you can move it down, move it in, out with that button. That is a really, really interesting feature to have on the lowest trim level of any vehicle. I don't care if it's the Venza or anything else. It's just a really interesting option. So definitely a good one. So brake hold standard. Look for some of my other videos. I show you about how the brake hold is. Now keep in mind, I have a note sheet here. I'm going to refer to this a lot to kind of help you guys and to actually help myself when I'm talking to you guys. But I do know most things about this car. I'm going to use this to give me some help. So bear with me on that. I know some people call me out when I use a note sheet, but it is what it is. So this right here is the same steering wheel, by the way, that the RAV4 has. Same thing that the Camry has. This is it's the same steering wheel. So all your cruise controls up here. There's no more down here for the cruise control, your automatic high beams. It has all your safety sense features on here. So do that later. So now you have a 2.5 liter engine, of course. That's going to be the same engine that's in a hybrid RAV4, same engine that's in the hybrid Highlander. So it's 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine paired with your hybrid powertrain to give you 219 horsepower, identical to the RAV4. So it's definitely a good option to go with. The 176 horsepower just on the engine alone. The electric adds a little bit to that. You have your hill start assist. You have a lithium ion battery, so it's one of the reasons you get such good fuel economy. And I will tell you, your fuel economy also is 40 in the city and 37 on the highway for a 39 combined, which is what you see right there. Also, so you can see this one right here is the pricing on it. $34,227 is how this one is. The only thing that it has as an install package are your floor mats. It also has your activity mount that we were talking about. So just kind of looking on the inside though, you can see this thing's, it's really nicely equipped. You have plenty of headroom. If you're looking, I'm 6 foot tall, so if you're wondering about headroom, there's definitely headroom here. Your SOS button, that's pretty cool too. So you're able to take care of that. Let me see here. All your buttons, your EV, your drive modes. You can go through here. You'll see your sport, your normal, your eco. So they'll drive a little bit different based off of what you're wanting to be in. Brake hold, like I said. Here's your push to start button. It's over on the side here. I'm not sure. It kind of seems like it's, if you ask me, it might feel a little bit out of place. But I don't really think there was a spot to put it over here, so it probably is the best spot for it. But yeah, I'll leave my particular opinion on that to you guys. Let me know what you think of that, but it's probably in the best spot for it, to be quite honest with you. It lets you hit that button and go straight to your straight to the vehicle, or straight to driving, so that would be good. So now you got your wireless charging. That's actually up here. So your wireless charging is up here. That's standard on every model of the Venza. So that's something, if you like that standard or like that charging system, it's going to work for you. Looking in here, that's not bad. Little spot. You can put some things in there. I'm not quite sure what that's for, because it says no drink. But we'll figure that part out, right? But decent size down there. You have a power port down there, old style power port. Looks like you also have that's what that's for. I've just figured it out. So you can pop those things in there when you're not using them for your drinks. So yeah, just figured something out together, guys. So definitely a good thing. Now you can see too, this will slide, so you can put this wherever you want it to be for the most comfort for yourself. So that's a pretty cool feature too. So I like being able to adjust the car to how I want to sit and how I want to drive. Looks like dual climate control is standard as well. Automatic climate control. Your sync, of course, is here. That looks like your 8-inch screen. Should be Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Alexa capable, of course. So your leather trim steering wheel. 3-spoke steering wheel. It's silver accents for your audio. Everything's on there. So rear wiper, of course, you have that. Like I said, I'm going through some notes here too, guys, just to make sure that I don't miss anything. Electronic parking brake is standard. That's pretty much been a staple since about the 2018 Camry. So it says you got 8 total cup and bottle holders, 4 cup holders and 4 bottle holders. Smart key, of course. You've got your lift gate with push button start. On push smart key system on your front doors, lift gate, and you have push button start, remote keyless entry. Your silver interior door handles. So that's listed as a feature, of course. Okay. So you have your tonneau cover, which is going to be standard in the back. So we'll take you back there. I'm going to go ahead and shut this off. We're going to go back to the back here a little bit. And I'll take you to the back side here. So you're going to have, your button underneath. So you're going to have your tonneau cover that's standard. You're going to have, that's your tonneau cover right there. This has the carpeted mats. If you're looking down here, we'll pop this up. You can see you do have a spare tire, so they're not doing the stuff that some people are doing, where they're just doing those little kits that you never want to use. So, but yeah, you have all of that. So, All right, so push that button down. So you'll also have the ability to do that from the front. Now, actually I wanted to look at the instrument cluster here with you guys real quick because I hadn't really pointed out too much on the instrument cluster. So if you look up here at the instrument cluster, you're going to see a couple things here. So, so vehicle automatically turned off at park for 1 hour. So that's pretty good too. So there's been problems with some hybrids that people leave them running and not realize they left them running. So that's a pretty good feature, that if you leave it running, it's going to go ahead and it's going to shut itself off, it looks like. So that wouldn't be a bad thing. So so that center console, you have ambient lighting all around the car, which we can see more at night. We'll kind of go through some of these things here. You can kind of see you have your digital speedometer that you can use. We'll kind of go down. You can see your average fuel economies on there, driving times on there. That's your lane departure, tire pressure. It would sense that after you start driving, so you have individual tire pressures. A lot of people really like that. There's your all-wheel drive. Shows your hybrid modes, pre-collision system, rear cross traffic alert, your road sign detection. You've got all of that on there. This should have the Safety Sense 2.0 system on there. Y'all can call me if I'm wrong on that one, but I believe it's the Safety Sense 2.0 system. So pre-collision, all of that's on here as well. So but that's a really really interesting feature. But your gauges are really nice looking. Like I said, they do not offer this in a vehicle that is other than a hybrid. They're all going to be hybrids. So all your sun visors are going to have your extensions on them, to where you can do your extensions up there. Let me take a look and see what else we've got. I'm going to go to the outside here for some things here, but let's see. Yeah, it is the Safety Sense 2.0 system. I've confirmed that. So a problem there. So we know exactly what we got on that. Your automatic high beams, all of that. You can check out my other videos if you want to see a little bit more on the 2.0 system as well. Blind spot monitor is standard. So if you look in the mirrors there, you can see that there's a blind spot monitor in the mirror. That is a standard feature. So that is not on every vehicle as standard, but I have a feeling Toyota is going to go that way in pretty short order, is just trying to increase safety like Toyota always does. So you got 8 airbags, driver, front passenger, your rear seat mounted airbags, your side curtains, all of that. Latch systems for your safety, child safety. And rear cross traffic alert, by the way, with your blind spot monitor as well. So definitely a good looking dash there. Dual climate control, like I said. Now if you want to look on the back here, you're going to be able to see in the back seats. Now something they did with the RAV4 I didn't like. They actually did away with that back pocket on the driver's seat. This one's got both of them, so that's actually a pretty good thing. I mean, there people like that. So rear vents, that's something else that could be important to you if you have animals or children that you'd like to have vented. You got, I believe, 5 USB ports in here. You got 2 of them that are back here. You should have 3 of them that are up front. Unless I'm looking at it wrong, it looks like I want to verify that. It might be 3 total, but you have at least 3 USB ports on there. And I could actually probably check here if I can just kind of get to it real quick. 4 total USB ports, 2 1.5 amp front and 2.1 amp rear. So 4 total USB ports. So you guys don't have to tell me I got it wrong. I got it wrong when I fixed it. So center console here. These seats are going to fold down. If you're looking for how to attach a child to the back, these ports are pretty easy to get to. Some of them have, some of Toyotas have a different way of doing it. So you'll be able to fold your seat down just by lifting this up here. You see, you can fold it down. Folds pretty flat when you come to what you're looking at. For how they fold down. So it's a pretty flat fold. It's not completely flat, but almost none of them are completely flat. So I do want to check, and they do that too. So Toyota's really good at least giving you some type of a recline mode. If you look at the difference between these two, you can see that I just reclined this one and that one's not reclined. So whenever you put it back initially, it'll be in that not recline mode, and you can get that recline mode. So however you want to drive it, you can drive it that way. So, or, you know, however that passenger wants to be. So now we'll look at some of the features on the outside here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch a page here just so I can make sure that I don't forget anything. Like I was talking about those mirrors there, and a little bit of noise out here, so I apologize for that. You got your underbody panels, which look really nice down there. Little front fascia that's good. LED lights, which you can see. So those are very nice as well. Smart key system, like I was talking about. Let's see. So your color keyed heated power outside mirrors. So your outside mirrors are heated as well. Knowing that's on the lower level, that means that's on all of the levels. So that is a heated mirror, and you can see, if I can angle right, that you have that blind spot monitor that's right there too. So you have your height adjustable hands-free power lift gate with your jam protection. We already lifted that up a couple times, so you saw about that. LED headlights, LED tail lights, everything's LED on it. With a hybrid, that's definitely going to help save you power, so that's really good too. Then active grille shutter and aerodynamic side garnish. So it's just, you know, what you're looking at there. You're going to have your standard blue on your Toyota symbol. That does indicate that it's a hybrid, of course. 18-inch wheels. It's a 225/60 R18 wheel. A lot of chrome accents that are on there. Privacy glass on all the rear windows. So you definitely have the darker privacy glass, but you have your polarized front glass. So it's not tinted. It's just not tinted. So you got your rear spoiler. And it says black rear spoiler, so that means that even on a non-black car, this is most likely going to be black. That's considered the spoiler on there. I haven't seen one that's not black yet, so I can't say that for 100%, but I would be willing to bet if you had a white car, that's probably got a black spoiler on it, just because it says black rear spoiler with LED center stoplight. So then your color keyed roof shark fin antenna. The shark fin antenna on top is your data communications port. Data communications connector, sorry, and that will be color keyed to the color of the vehicle. So taking a look here, you have a independent, just kind of adding some things I'm looking at, independent McPherson strut front suspension with the stabilizer bar, and a multi-link rear suspension with the stabilizer bar, and your you have your regenerative braking system, which is standard on all the hybrids. The Prius started that, which helps to grab some of the energy back as you slow down. And you know, your initial hit on the brakes is just doing nothing but grabbing energy back. So it's a really, really good way to do it. It's going to try to save you some money for your fuel in that. So just kind of like I said, it's a basic introduction to what this car is. It's like I said, it looks really good, it feels good, it drives good, it's very quiet. That's the other thing that's really nice to know about it. Like I said, it's not to the Highlander size, but if you're looking for something that gives you a little bit more interior space, it's definitely along the lines of what the old Venza was. It's not as wide as the old Venza, not by any means. I'm sure most of you are noticing that it's not as wide as the old Venza, but it's definitely along the it's doing what the old Venza did. It's hitting that same particular market with the old Venza. Somebody that just wants that little bit of a bigger vehicle, little bit higher of being able to get into a vehicle that can drive and feel a little bit more like a car. So definitely take a test drive, see what you guys think. But like I said, all hybrid. It's, you know, it's going to get you in the 40s for your fuel economy. You're going to look good doing it. You got Toyota reliability. Toyota's perfected the hybrid. Everybody knows that. Hybrid's been around since like, God, 2000, whatever it was. So they started with the Prius, and they've just pretty much expanded to about everything. Nobody does a hybrid better, and that is my opinion. I could be wrong, but I am not. So once again, Steve Welch with Beaman Toyota. I hope I helped you guys to understand the Venza a little bit more. This is the LE. This is your trim level series, your Toyota trim level series. Like I said, it's the first one I've seen. I have taken my classes on them. I have been researching them, and I do know a lot about them. But I'll get into more on some of the other ones as they show up so that you guys can definitely look and see which ones you want. But as for right now, Steve Welch, Beaman Toyota. Hope you guys have a great day. I will talk to you guys soon.